Have you ever gone online to buy one thing and ended up with five? Or felt that sudden urge to buy something you didn't even know you wanted 5 minutes earlier? If so, you're not alone, and it's not because you're weak or bad with money. Meet Sarah. She has a PhD in engineering, leads a team of 30 people, and solves complex problems for fun. But last week, she spent $400 on rare plants she saw on Instagram, even though her last batch of plants died within a month. She's highly intelligent and successful, yet she keeps making impulse purchases she later regrets. So why do our best decisions seem to happen at work, while some of our worst ones happen with our wallets? If this sounds familiar, you might assume impulse buying is just a personal weakness, something that only happens to people who are bad with money, but that's not true. This has nothing to do with intelligence or discipline. Your brain is incredibly powerful, but it's still running on old wiring that marketers have learned to exploit. It's not a character flaw, it's a design flaw. And in the next few minutes, we're going to break down the hidden psychological triggers behind impulse buying, and more importantly, show you how to build a system to fight back. The first trigger comes down to dopamine. For a long time, people called it the pleasure chemical, but research shows it's more accurately the anticipation chemical. The biggest rush often isn't from receiving the item, it's from the excitement leading up to the purchase. When you're scrolling and see something you want, your brain lights up at the possibility of getting it. That surge of dopamine creates a strong urge. Clicking buy now gives you a quick hit of relief, but the excitement usually fades fast, often leaving behind buyer's remorse. This is why many people feel a brief high after buying something, followed quickly by regret once the item arrives or the excitement wears off. The second trigger is emotional regulation. We don't only shop because we need something, we often shop to stop feeling something. Stress, boredom, loneliness, or even feeling inadequate can push us toward spending. Shopping becomes a quick way to shift our emotional state. This is why retail therapy is so common, especially among high achievers. When you're used to performing at a high level and something goes wrong, an impulse purchase can feel like a way to regain a sense of control, even if it's only temporary. Many people don't even realize they're using shopping as an emotional coping mechanism until they look back at their spending habits. The third trigger is our natural tendency to compare ourselves to others. We're social creatures, and what we own has become a way to signal status and belonging. When you see colleagues with the latest phone or friends posting about big purchases, it can create subtle or not so subtle pressure. This often leads to aspirational buying, purchasing things that reflect the person you want to be, rather than what you actually need right now. Over time, this can quietly push your spending higher than your actual lifestyle requires, especially in environments where status and image matter. The fourth trigger is the fear of missing out. Marketers deliberately create urgency with messages like limited time offer or only a few left. When your brain perceives scarcity, it shifts focus from do I need this to what if I lose the opportunity? This fear can override rational thinking. In some cases, your brain even reframes the purchase as a smart decision, turning I'm spending money into I'm saving money on a great deal. This mental trick makes it much easier to justify buying something you didn't originally plan to purchase. So why do intelligent people still get caught by these tactics? It usually comes down to two things: justification and overconfidence. First, your brain can use its intelligence against you through something called motivated reasoning. Instead of questioning the purchase, it works hard to find a logical reason to buy it. You might tell yourself, this will save me time, so it's actually an investment, even when the real driver is emotion or impulse. Second, there's the belief that you're too smart to fall for marketing tricks. This overconfidence can lower your guard, making you more vulnerable than someone who stays cautious and questions their own decisions. Willpower alone isn't enough. You need a system that slows down your emotional brain and gives your rational brain time to catch up. Here are 5 practical strategies you can start using today. First, use the 24-hour rule. When you feel the urge to buy something, add it to your cart and wait at least 24 hours. This gives the initial dopamine rush time to fade and helps you make the decision with a clearer head. Second, calculate the cost per use. Before buying, divide the price by how many times you'll realistically use the item. This simple calculation helps put the real value of the purchase into perspective and often makes unnecessary buys feel much less appealing. Third, control your environment. Remove as much temptation as possible. Unsubscribe from marketing, emails, delete shopping apps from your phone, and avoid saving your payment information on websites. Small barriers like these give you one last chance to pause before making a purchase. Fourth, make your goals visible. Keep your bigger financial goals in front of you, whether it's a photo on your phone, a note on your desk, or a vision board. This helps your long-term priorities compete with short-term urges and makes it easier to say no to things that don't align with what you actually want. Fifth, create a want list. Instead of buying immediately, when you see something you want, write it down on a list and review it once a month. Most items on the list will lose their appeal over time, and you'll only end up buying the things that truly matter to you. Impulse buying isn't just about being weak or undisciplined. It's something our brains are wired to do, especially in an environment designed to trigger us constantly. The good news is that once you understand these hidden drivers, you can start to recognize them in real time. You can't completely outsmart your own brain, but you can build simple systems that help you make more intentional decisions. That's how you take back control of your spending, and ultimately, build the life you actually want instead of a collection of things you later regret buying.